Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. You know we love you. We appreciate you. Man, Matrix AI. Take a look at that. Shout out to Master Friend in the house. The $28 Canadian. Throwing it down. May God bless you and your family. That is a blessing. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. Different setup today in my Dubai house. You know what I mean? I had to fly into Dubai real quick and get it in my Citadel here. You can sit down, you know, on the couch, hang out, you know. Would you like something? Hang out, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Maybe bring that music up a little more, but not too loud, right? Something like that makes sense to me. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Let's jump on into Bitcoin. We had a really cool live stream this morning. Let's see if we can kind of pick up where we left off here and keep it moving. Keep it moving. All right. So we talked about this flag breaking to the upside. That's the first thing that I saw happening, right? That's what we talked about. And we got it. We got this beautiful move to the upside. It was absolutely lovely. You got to love that. You absolutely have to love that. So I was excited to see it. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Where are my people at? Who's here tonight? How many people we got here? Let me see. I don't want to waste a lot of time. It's Saturday night. I want to get it in, but let's take a look. Hello, brothers. Shout out to Barber Trader Joe, Camel Time. Shout out to, hey, Sam, can you check OMNI, please? Wow, the chat is going pretty fast. I can't even keep up with it. We're going down for that liquidity. Wow, those camels look thirsty. Yeah. The pad in Dubai looks nice. Thank you, man. Just hanging out in Dubai, you know what I mean? Like everybody else. You got to be cool like the Dubai crew, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here. How's the audio going? How are we doing with the audio? Everything looks money to me, but I'm on a brand new travel setup right now. I have packed my entire studio. Can you believe that? A crazy day for me. Hours and hours of putting wires away, wrapping up monitors. It's been insanity, but slowly but surely, I did it somehow, some way, and then I had to sit here and troubleshoot. I tried to use the Streamer X today and get it ready, just to no avail. You know, maybe next time. Maybe next time. You look great. Thank you for saying that. Appreciate it. Hope the audio is good. Hope the everything's going well. All right. Pendle looks like a move. Yeah, a lot of hot coins tonight. We're going to talk about it. A lot of things looking pretty interesting. All right, to say the least. So let's break down Bitcoin. Let's have some fun, and let's get into the rest of the show. All right. But blessings to everybody here. We love you. We appreciate you, and it's just so nice to have you here every single day. Nothing better. Nothing better. All right, let's go forward and move in to the live stream here with Bitcoin. So here, Bitcoin at, you know, a key level that we hit for Bitcoin too is right here at about 69,946 and 51 cents. That really was the stopping point, right? We couldn't seem to get back above 65K. We did wick up to my key area there, almost hitting 65.5. I was getting excited when this move started to pump to the upside. If you're with me this morning, I talked about this flag. I said, hey, I think the time frames you should focus on is the 7-minute time frame. I said the 7-minute looks like it's about to break above that 200 SMA. I left you about right here, and next thing you know, we got the pump, came back for a bit of a retest on the top of that. You know, if you get really with the nitty-gritty, that's technically a bullish retest. It broke out, came back down, and bounced to the upside. Once that candle got above, I'm telling you, these bots are programmed to buy. Bang, bang, bang. If you missed it, you could have flipped it here to this level and seen exactly what we had going on here. And this would get you further up to the upside, too. Didn't get the whole measured move, but got you somewhere to get started. That thing would have got you cooking and looking. So that was an amazing call by the crypto lifer, this guy, Sam Price. I don't know who he is, but I think he was talking about a move to the upside. There was a little bit of a Sammy cup and handy to the upside. And if you see here, we had this Sammy cup and handy to the upside for Shozy, for Sheezy, for Wheezy. And we had the nice boom, 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 all the way up to this key level here at 64,540 for Bitcoin. So exciting times, right? Exciting times, and then to get into this next flag of consolidation and further to the upside. So I'm excited, right? Things were awesome. And I always wanted to talk about how this is a bigger flag, all right? If my chubby thumb didn't hit the space bar, can't stand when that happens. These Irish thumbs, man, you know. So here's the deal, though. So look, I look at this like it's a bigger bull flag, correct? You'd be like, what are you talking about, Sam? I see spaghetti on spaghetti. I know you do, but don't worry. I love you. You're going to get there with me. Look at this. We're going to have this beautiful flag here, this beautiful flag here, bit of a shoulder, head, and a right shoulder behaving, right? And then we got this nice, measured move here to the upside. That does suggest, and I already have it drawn, you see, and that goes move. And then this bigger measured move is the measured move of what? The symmetrical triangle that I had drawn here earlier. So just things to think about in the charts, things that I want you to pay attention to. All right? Blessings on blessings. Shout out to everybody here on the live. We love you. We thank you so much for jumping on in and hanging out with the Crypto Lifer on a daily basis. Really, really happy to be here with each and every one of you. We have pinned this comment here at the top, right? If you want to join the trading group, jump on in to cryptolifer.com. You hit the link, bang, and it brings you to this beautiful website, cryptolifer.com. Learn to trade, unlock financial freedom. Join today. We're also building another website, putting a lot of work in, reinvesting into the company, getting it in. Put your email address in, hit consent, and subscribe. Let us know what's going down. We'll send you a weekly newsletter 2 times a week that'll blow your mind and kind of go over a lot of things that you may have missed too on the live. You didn't get a chance to really bring in a lot of the teaching that we're going on. Revisits things about mental stability, subconscious mind, and more. So if that's what you're into, I think you should jump on into that weekly newsletter. It'll blow your mind, get you going, and get you excited. So it gets me excited, and I'm the guy who makes it. So I don't know what to tell you, right? I mean, if that doesn't get you excited after what I just said, I don't know what does. I'm being ridiculous. I love you guys. Anyway, sometimes I drink my own Kool-Aid, as you can see. But if you can't laugh at yourself, who are you going to laugh at? In my humble opinion, And so I always talk about that, and I think it's important. Yeah. Blessings on blessings. Thank you for jumping on in. We appreciate you, and we thank you. Who's there? Another subscriber to the channel. Thank you for jumping on in. We appreciate you. My name is Sam Price. Been trading for 15 years, even more really. I was 24, 23 years old when I started just nibbling. I was like 24 when I really bought my first asset security, right? And when I really decided, hey, I could possibly invest my way to financial freedom. So what I like about this is it's about a breakout. It comes in here. I'm going to actually do some other magic here. We're going to show you some other sauce that I see happening right now for Bitcoin. You can draw these 2 levels here. It gives you pretty much a flat top. And we have a bit of an ascending triangle beginning to form here for BTC. And we're going to kind of bring this up to speed here and show you what's happening. But this is what I see for Bitcoin. And it's quite interesting and exciting. And tells me that there could be some more loveliness coming for BTC. So I like what I'm seeing. Maybe you do too. We're going to kind of begin to build with this and see where it goes. We're going to look at the bigger time frames too as well for you and begin to kind of paint a bigger picture of what I see happening for the night for Bitcoin. Okay? I don't know what that was. No. Sorry. Bitcoin. No, I'm just messing with you. I'm going to get us out of this in 1 second. Out of this Lincoln commercial. Okay. Shout out to everybody here. See, I usually can hear myself in the background, but I can't today for whatever weird reason. I can't fully explain that. Who knows why, really. But, so it's interesting. It's like one little thing off about the show, but I can keep it going. No worries. It just, I like to hear myself inside of the mic so I can get a level of what's happening. When I did that today, I got like this, like, it's almost like I'm behind myself, so it's annoying to hear. But anyway, yeah. We'll get through it one step at a time. I like this track, though. This track keeps me feeling lovely. Gotta love that. So here we go for Bitcoin. If we can get back above this key level here, it's 65,564. You know what? We can easily hit that as a retest and bang. So if you were looking to get, for the less risky move, it's the retest off of this resistance here at 65,500. That's going to be that weekly support of resistance I've been obsessed with. I talk about almost every single day. And we're going to look at the weekly chart in a second and break it down. But if you were trading in my trading group, or if you had even just came to my free live stream this morning and watched the Crypto Lifer, you would have been told that if Bitcoin broke above the 200 SMA on the 7-minute time frame, to look out for a nice smooth move to the upside. You would have seen me draw this beautiful bull flag, and I kept saying, hey, if this breaks above this key level, look for a pump to the upside. And then I said, look for the 1 hour to get back above the 200 SMA as well. I said, if both of those things happen, you're likely going to get a move to the upside, and that's exactly what happened. I said the entry was on the 7-minute. You could follow through to the 1 hour. I told you exactly how to trade it, talked exactly what to do, and went over it in depth. Stop losses below this this key area, and we even had a gap in the VRVP. We got up to this volume profile. You don't understand how to trade with the volume profile? I'm telling you right now. I use so many different tips and tricks to show you how to get down. Honestly, volume profile to 200 SMA, bang, bang, bang. We throw in some ICT concepts. We have some fair value gaps up here, even on the 4-hour and the daily time frame too, that look like we may want to fill them because we went down pretty fast. There's a nice fair value gap right there waiting for us. All right, where was it here? Hold on. We did it on the 4-hour on the show today. From here to here, that's a big gap, in my humble opinion. And from here to here, we did fill that. And from here to here, there's a gap too, which we came into today. You can see we came into this gap 2 times. We get above this, bang. There's a point of control right here, or a point of control here, but there's a nice high volume node. We get above that. We're moving. We're moving likely to the volume area highs. And again, we've gone from the range low to the range high, from the range low possibly to the range high. This is a bit of a double bottom too as well for Bitcoin. So I am a little overly bullish right now. We will look at both possible scenarios for BTC. Right now I'm just going to break it down like I do every single day, because like, if I don't do my top-down analysis, I get lost in the sauce. Just something that I always have to do. It's like the way I do it. All right. Looking at this key level here on Bitcoin. Fix the. Oh, so you can hear the echo. All right. So I didn't realize that. There we go. I'll take the echo away immediately. Yeah. There we go. Sorry about that. I didn't know if you could hear the echo. I apologize greatly. It's fixed now. It should be gone. Yeah, no, I knew exactly what it was. Yeah. I want the echo back, please. I know, it's pretty hot, right? Go Bruins, baby. What's the score of the Bruins game? And, let's have a little pour off, shall we? See how high we can get this pour going. Oh! Frothy business. In my Crypto Lifer mug, my fancy Crypto Lifer mug. Get yours today. Hit the link in the Streamlabs. It just tastes better in a crypto mug. Everything tastes better in this, I'm telling you. It could be a day old, it still tastes good. Echo. You want the echo back? Yeah. You can get the echo back. So look, let's take a look at this level here for Bitcoin. And this is my key level. I just bring it up every single day, but it's 65,500 for BTC. And then we have this key level right here too as well, right? At 60,008. All right. I'm still echoing now too. I still have an echo right now? Check. I don't think so. It wouldn't make sense. Really? No. Yeah. Check 1 2 1 2. There we go. This is correct. Is this right? I don't even know if you can hear me now. You guys are freaking me out. I need to talk to my team. Babe, I need help. People saying I'm echoing. Well, I know you hear the echo. I don't know, man. This is like, at least they get to hear the alpha twice. If you can't understand, you have some problems. Your mic is on echo feedback. Why? Like, oh my God. What, babe? Huh? Then why are they telling me that? Are you serious? You swear to God? I don't know, man. You gotta tell me the truth now, babe. You can't play games with me here. Are you serious? Everyone keeps saying this echoing, though. They say it's still echoing. Yo, babe. Babe, I think you're mistaken. I really think you're mistaken, my love. Are you serious? Why would people do that, though? That's what. Why can't one person in my team say there's no echo, though? Like, where is my team? Like, where is my team on the live stream? That's what I'm saying. Like, where is Sean? Where is Lakochi? What? I know, but I would like my team who listens. I know. Thank you, BB. Like, where is my team, though? Like, I don't understand why I'm left hanging. Like, we should have an engineer here on set. For crying out loud. I worked too dang hard for this nonsense. No, Crypto Lifer Green. So, Crypto Bear Baker, is there an echo or not, man? No echo. All good. It's good now. All right. No one hears an echo now, right? All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. No echo, no. All right. My eardrums. All right. Jeez Louise. Today's been a tough day, man. It's like, if you can't tell, I'm moving and there's boxes all around me. My house is in shambles. My life feels like it's just like falling apart. I had to break down my studio. It just doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? And I got to concentrate on crypto and make sure I'm the man. And it's not easy every day. I'll be honest, on a daily basis. So I'm fighting through it, and I'm going to push through it. We're going to make it through somehow, some way. I don't know how, but every single time I am. You know what I do when I get into like a jam or things feel tough? I say, dear Lord, help me through all the situations in life, is big or small. I may be making something small feel big. I may be making something big feel too small. Whatever it is, let me find the wisdom to calm myself down and be happy no matter what, because there's people out there with nothing, and you've given me so much. So thank you for my kids, my wife, all the beautiful people here in the live, and let's get it cooking. All right, now I feel pretty good right now, I'll be honest. That was like kind of exactly what I needed. Bang, bang, bang. All right. Still feels kind of funny, like I got a bit of an echo. I hear an echo, which is strange. That's what's weird about it. Am I, let me see. If this, shout out to everybody here on the live. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. Is my audio caught up with the video too? I'm just on a brand new setup, and I want to make sure that everything's right. So weird that I hear an echo. So strange. Anyway, I don't get it. Take a look here at the weekly, and could we make it a falling wedge, or do we bounce back up? Starting to make a bit of a bullish pin bar too on the weekly. If you ask me, it would be beautiful if we get this bounce to the upside, we consolidate, and what would be that big measured move to the upside on the weekly? I mean, we would get a massive wick-to-wick measured move for Bitcoin, right? And this would position us into the upper Fibonacci's too, somewhere at $108,000 by May 28th, 9th, June 1st, something like that. Says that we could get further to the upside, right? That's another thing that I'm looking at. That's a possibility. Something that we have to take into account. Something that is definitely possible. And, this is something that could happen. So if you're thinking of shorting, you may get crunched. You never know. I just want to put this out there as a possibility for Bitcoin. All right. Now, we're going to zoom back into the 3-day chart, comment on down, swing on down. I am going to show you that 21-day moving average. I like to see these come close or touch, but even that's good enough for me in a bull run. You don't really want to lose the 21 in a bull run. It wouldn't be a good look. All right, so we got pretty close to some pullback areas. This is like as deep as Bitcoin should be pulling back, in my humble opinion, in a bull run. And there's a chance we don't go much lower because it does cost a good amount of money to mine a Bitcoin now based on the difficulty level. And so there's a lot of stuff going on here for Bitcoin that's more bullish behind the scenes. It's fundamentals to me what's got me started. When I learned what all about the mining process for BTC, that's when I really, really understood, like, wow, we got something serious. When I understood what the hash rate was doing, I understood the difficulty rate and how it was going to continue to increase to make sure that the mining was possible. That's when I was like, wow, we have ourselves something special here with BTC. And, the sky's the limit. Like, the sky is the limit for Bitcoin. So I firmly believe that. And a lot of people are still doubters. Peter Schiff still doubts Bitcoin on a mass scale, and you wonder what. He probably just trying to offload as much gold as he can because he has piles of it. And so, he just has to sell that gold, right? Probably why, you know, he'd probably go under, like if too many people buy Bitcoin, like he just won't be able to sell a dime of gold, and like he might just go under. You know, maybe that could be the case. I'm not saying that is the case. We never know. God bless him. You know what I mean? I bought gold from him, so I've been a supporter of Peter Schiff in my life. You can look it up. You can see me in the data set buying gold and silver from his company. He taught me about scarcity, and I got into Bitcoin because of Peter Schiff. It's really strange. Like, I'd love to talk to him one day and talk about this. I was like, he's the reason why I buy Bitcoin, right? Audio very quiet now, more than usual. Oh my God. Now the audio's too quiet, babe? Need subtitles, can't hear. What? Now they're saying the audio's too low. I solved the low issue by turning up the volume. It's that simple. Big boy voice, bro. His audio is fine, y'all. Yes. GF Burke, man. What is going on? Audio is perfect here. Right? You're good. Can hear. Audio is perfect. Kenny is tripping over trolls. Sounds fine. Audio is perfect. It's perfect. Audio is not low. These guys are trolling. The audio is fine. Yo, get this dude out of here, man. Where's this Kenny dude? Get him out of here, yo. Seriously, get him out. Like, I don't want to be trolled anymore. Get him out. Find out who that dude is and get him out. Seriously, get him out. Whoever trolled me, get him out of here, man. I don't want to deal with it anymore. All right, moving forward. Shout out to my man with Sam. Your background makes it look like you teleported to Dubai. Audio sounds fine. Shout out to Ernest Lee. We love you. Thank you so much, man. Man, don't listen to the trolls, man. Thank you. Audio is perfect. I've been DMing you, Lifer. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate it, man. Okay, you're good with the audio. Wow. Thank you. Amazing. All right. Jeez Louise. It's enough doing everything by yourself for years on years on years. I can't wait to like walk into a studio and have things just set up right. It's going to happen. Like one more year from now, I'm manifesting that type of reality because that's just how it's going to be. Let's take a look at the 3-day chart, right? We have swing low to swing high. That's an uptrend. We have swing low to swing low. That's a downtrend. This is called hidden bullish divergence. I wouldn't be surprised if we make a higher high way before we make a lower low here. Now, we could still go lower. That's the thing about hidden bullish. We could kind of swing somewhere in here. The key thing is this VRVP. We're hanging on this high volume node, and we definitely bounced off the low. We could have fallen into here and then dropped all the way back down to 51,000. Again, that's lower than the price it costs to make a Bitcoin. Generally, in a bull run, Bitcoin does not fall lower than the cost it is to make a Bitcoin. So, in my humble opinion, it's unlikely we do even go to 53,000 based on that fundamental behavior. But you never know. I'm open-minded, and I still will play the charts the way the charts are. All right? I'm not calling out the trolls, man. I'm not being one. Shout out to Kenny, man. We love you. Kenny G's been around for a long time. God bless you, Kenny. I love you, man. All right. Here's no one got booted, man. No one got booted, right? The audio is too soft. Yes, that's what he said. The audio is too soft. So you want it up like this then? That's what's better. Okay. See, that makes sense to me now. All right. But that is okay. Is that too loud now though? Like now I feel like that's just too loud. You got to tell me. That sounds right to me now, but it all depends. Getting issues on. I just wish too many people were telling me so many things. Burke just said it's low, right? And he's from my thing. So there. Yes. Now that's better. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I just had to bring up. You know, I've never used the SMB7 with this setup. Tomorrow I'm going to go back to the cloud lifter and do my thing and just get rid of the SMB7 and just use the Rode podcast, the Rode Pod mic with the cloud lifter. All right. So sorry. But see, had I had someone who could actually tell me what was going on, right, it wouldn't have taken this long. It's an absolute insanity. Okay? All right, perfect. You're good now. All right. I'm just almost peaking. See, now it says I'm peaking a bit, but see, on my channel, I'm starting to get red, which I don't like to do generally. You see that? I'm getting into the red, like bang. I don't like to get that hot, but You know, maybe we get that hot. Maybe that's good enough, but I don't know. Can I get this loud in your ear? This is what I'm used to, being super, super awesome, right? Like right in there. But I don't know. Can I get this loud without it going without it going too much? You gotta let me know. You gotta let me know. We can find a way to do this together. We can do it. We can do it. No peaking on the audio. No distortion. 90.91 was better. That's good. Now you're supposed to be here. Excellent. All right, cool. All right. That should be minimum. Much better. It's perfect. All right. Go louder. 9 out of 10. Nah, man, my wife doesn't... I love my wife, but she's not that technical when it comes to, like, you know, like, she told me it was fine, but it wasn't fine, right? So, she did tell me it wasn't echoing. I love her. She's amazing. I'm not... But she's listening to it on her phone. The kids are in the room. She can't fully focus. She's pregnant, too, and she's going through a lot. So, I don't expect her to be, like listening to every single megahertz. You know what I mean? That's not her job. Her job's to make a baby. And to do it, you know what I mean? And to get through her pregnancy, which is, I don't even know, as men, I can't even, I'm not even going to talk on that, because it just looks like the most grueling experience on earth. And just shout out to all the women out here who go through that, for all of us to live and do what we do. So blessings on blessings to be alive for everybody out here. And yeah, thank you. Okay. Moving forward. All right. Can you still hear me now? Or am I muted now? All right. Right there. Perfect. Let's roll. Let's get it started. Sounds amazing on my TV now. Thank you, Lifer. You can set a limiter so you don't clip with a gain. You're never too low. It's easy filter set up in OBS. I use it. Oh, yeah. Keep your mouth close to the mic. This guy's so horrible, man. I just became, yeah. Thank you for choosing life. Amen. Just got loud. Volume back up now is perfect. Excellent. Oh my God. I'm not going to look at the chat anymore because now people say this. I don't even know what's going on. Oh, yeah, that's the last thing I'm going to do now. All right. Set a 200 frame lag on it. And I should match now pretty nicely. Correct? I should be matching now. Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. We should get the match. Shout out to everybody here in the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. This feels good. I feel like I'm in the pocket right now, and I'm done playing games with you fools. All right, let's get it in. So we also can draw a cute little Fibonacci over here, right? A little sweet one. And see, in this local area, we came pretty close to the 618 golden pocket, right? And even if we wick back in here, it's a possibility. And we're going to talk about what's going to keep us from getting down, what's likely going to send us further to the upside, and is Sammy going to get his projected pattern, right? Oh, that was weird. Is Sammy going to get his projected pattern here? Pattern. Weird. Like this. That could send us further to the upside. That's very, very interesting. So, all right. Okay. So this could be a beautiful inverted head and shoulder that could push us to the upside. That's what I'm looking at. All right. That's what I'm looking at. Your sound is amazing. Forget the trolls. Shout out to 23. I'm sticking with you for the rest of the night. All right. You keep me going. I'm going to keep listening to you. Let's roll. All right. So this could be a beautiful inverted head and shoulder that could pump us to the upside and absolutely wreck the shorts. Absolutely wreck the shorts. So anything could happen. Anything could happen. I think something's just happening to the computer. I think it's like overloading. You know what I mean? I'm going to turn off BOOKMAP for a second here. BOOKMAP has liquidity further to the downside, all right, and has liquidity to the upside too as well. So, did you mute yourself? No. Yo, this is, I can only listen to one person, man. I can only listen to one person in the chat. You can move on. Audio is great. Thank you. Rave Song Records again, because now I'm getting these like weird popping sounds out of nowhere, and I do hear the audio going in and out. Rave Song Records, I need to sit with you one time for a minute, like we're in a studio. Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. I'm gonna sit and keep doing this one more time. Rave Song Records, are you there? Rave Song Records, are you there? Who's calling me now? Who is this? Yo. Hello. I know. Why are they doing this then? Why are people doing this? Why would they do that? Why do people get, like, are people sick? Are they really mentally ill? Is that what's going on? Yo, God bless, man. Thank you so much, brother. Stack McChange, man. I needed a voice of reason in the world.
Well, why didn't you trust me when
because it wasn't. It was low. It was extremely low.
When I put my volume up, I heard it fine. So
all right.
Like,
blessings. Blessings. I love you.
People can only mess with you if you let them.
It's not them. I want to make sure my stream's perfect.
Well,
And I know what perfect could be. All right? That's all? That's all? Why would you put your fist up to me? Are you going to beat me up? Like, that's insanity. All right. All right. So let's break. So this would be a beautiful move. This inverted head and shoulder to the upside, man. And shout out to Marley and Reddy, man. Yo, but so shoulder, head to the upside, man. And this is what I want to see. All right. And that would be a beautiful projection and get us out of this move to the upside. So definitely something that's possible here for Bitcoin. All right. And it's definitely on my radar, something that I'm, always kind of keeping an eye on. So now I'm going to move on to the daily time frame. And the daily's still oversold with a little curve here, though. And look, previous support becomes resistance. We have to flip 65.5. It just has to happen. Six triple fives almost, or yeah, 6 quadruple five. It could be like 6 5 5 5 5. We got to get above here, get that retest, get to the top of the range. In my humble opinion, this was a falling wedge that broke to the upside on the daily time frame. So unless this is a bull trap, which it very well could be, we have broken out of the wedge. The wedge has a 68% chance of a break to the upside. That's exactly what happened. We got to move out of the wedge. This wedge is headed all the way up to this key area to 71,800. Bang, bang, bang. So this is on its way, but we do have a little resistance in front of us. What's going to help us get there is this beautiful 8-hour time frame. It's the key to the sauce. I'm just telling you, it's the way you put that basil and that garlic in there. Just going to So we want to see this move further to the upside. We want to stay above the 200 SMA here on the 8-hour time frame. So far, we got above it. Only were able to hang out one and then the second candle, and then we were done. Here we got above it. Now we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles holding steady above. And I'll tell you, even though we're high on the stochastics RSI, I've seen huge moves come when you've been high on the stochastics above the 200 SMA. Look for this to channel, possibly to continue to pump or stay inside of a sideways price action. If we lose the 200, bear trap, we're coming back down here, and we may lose this pattern and go further down. And I'm not saying, I know what's going to happen. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I have no idea where Bitcoin's going to go. Not a clue. Not a fan, no idea. But it's just the idea that we could likely get this push further up is what I'm looking for. So this is what I see happening for Bitcoin. This is kind of what's on my radar and, what's definitely possible. So the key area that we're watching too is 76,369, 47 cents. That would be a beautiful move if we continued further to the upside for BTC. A move out of this flag, right? And, we'd get above even this. We have a gap here, get to the point of the range. Yeah. So, you can see just the key areas that the daily needs to break. And it comes all the way back to that weekly resistance at 65.5. I don't like the 4 hour. Looks absolutely horrible in the stochastics RSI. A little oversold and losing some movement. Also, you know, you got falling volume and price is kind of flat. Even when you pumped up, you know, you kind of started to lose some volume there. So the volume doesn't look amazing, the profile on the low there. Not even the profile, but the bottom part here. And this overbought stochastics RSI wants to come further to the downside. So I don't like, you know, what I'm seeing per se. It doesn't look amazing at all. It actually is somewhat troublesome. So this is, you know, can we hold above this key area here, right? Can we get back above this 200 SMA is something that I would like to see happen on the 4 hour time frame. If we can get above that, that's the beginning of a beautiful story, right? And that could be the beginning of a better move, at least to the top of the range. Honestly, what I see here is also interesting to me. And it just kind of popped out at me, and I didn't see it at first. And that's what I love about technical analysis. But I see like almost a complex inverted head and shoulder that really could maybe do some damage back to the upside here as well. So I don't like this high stochastic. It could really end the party. It's in this resistance. It's a bit of a double top. So, boom. To me, it's all about that 8 hour 200 SMA. If the 4 hour floors us down, the 8 hour will lose the 200 SMA. And so I'd be watching those two time frames for the next, you know, 10 to 16 hours because they're going to give you the key to what's going to be happening later on. If the 4 hour breaks above this 200 SMA, your longs are going to play out very nicely more, you know, and that 8 hour is going to continue to stay above its 200, right? So, and you know, what's interesting though is the 1 hour has been taking some control. 4 hours been overbought even today, right? Some people said, hey, 4 hours overbought, and look at the 1 hour still kind of plowed ahead. You know, all day we basically showed you that we were in this is the flag that we saw. And even look, shoulder, head, right shoulder, it broke to the upside. That's that secondary little flag there. It just, you know, so far so good for a Saturday low volume day. We got the pump that the lifer talked about on the morning live stream. So if you'd watch the live stream, you'd be in the gains, right? So now what we're looking at, in my humble of opinions, is this kind of ascending triangle here on the 1 hour time frame that's looking pretty lovely to me, and we're staying above the 200 SMA. You know, what we want to see is the 8 hour get busy. We want to see the 1 hour start to pump tonight. We want to see the 8 hour get busy, and we'd like to see, what we'd really want to see is 1 hour pump, 8 hour get busy, and the 4 hour just get pinned to the upside as we continue to flow. So this could easily lose. If you're in this trade, and what I like about this trade, okay, for me personally, if I were to take a long, and Saturday night usually is not, you know, if I've had, depending on the week, if it's been an amazing week, tons of gains, it's been a more struggling week where you battled for most of the gains and you're still up, you know, or if it's just been, you know, one of the weeks that pays you even lovelier, it depends. Here, I'd be looking at this, you know, smash the like button, everybody. Thank you for jumping on in. Please subscribe, hit the channel notification bell so you can find out when we go live every single day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. And you can also watch these early morning live streams on Saturday and Sunday mornings just to kind of keep you up to date, like the one we put out early this morning that showed you how to get that move. If you want more action, you want to talk about altcoins, what I'm deep diving, what I'm searching, what I'm looking for, jump on into CryptoLifer.com. This is the place to be. Find out the tools that we use, what we're doing, where we're doing it, and what's happening, right? Key. That's where it all goes down at CryptoLifer.com. All right? Check it out today. You'll be pleasantly surprised. And also join our newsletter, our weekly newsletter. All this stuff is pinned at the top of the comment section here while you're watching the stream. We make it very accessible for you, so you don't have to search. Look, it's right there for you. Join our weekly newsletter. Boom. And shout out to our channel sponsors, I Trust Capital. Thank you so much. I Trust Capital, a place where you can get yourself a retirement fund in Bitcoin, right? And I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice, but just check out what they offer, see what they do. It's pretty amazing. 64777s. You saw that as it flashed on the live. 77, baby, every time. But I Trust Capital, man, we appreciate the sponsorship. They do sponsor the channel, and it's nice to see that they're helping people set up for the future with Bitcoin. And that also puts Bitcoin in a higher light. When Bitcoin starts becoming, you know, some things that people put in an IRA, and some people, you know, like when it becomes more accustomed to hold Bitcoin long term, it makes it even more substantial. Like when you owe your neighbor, yeah, you know, I put a little gold, I bought a little this, and I put some Bitcoin in my Roth IRA. You did, Johnny, you did. Tell me more, you know? And that starts to spread like wildfire. So shout out to I Trust Capital for really being pioneers in the space and doing big things. All right. So I notice I can't say P's. If I P too hard, pioneers in the space, I get like a bit of a funny pop here. This mic likes to stop the P's. New book, Recco, The Octopus of Global Control. Praying for a safe and smooth move for the Price family. See you in Florida, ready to make a trip from Texas for a meetup in Mineral Springs. Yo, I heard there's only a Mineral Springs, and it's not that far from my house. And it's one of the only mineral springs in all of the United States, right? 64777s, again, just hitting us. I love seeing the 777s. They show up whenever I'm here, and you can see them right there, and they just lock in, too. 777s, it's like they happen just for me on these weird levels. It's almost like I'm in, and look, he's got the 777s, right? When he gave the super chat, it locked in again. And look, have you ever seen 777s on the chart like this for this long? I haven't. It's pretty awkward and weird. So, all right, that's weird. that's strange. I'm telling you, for me, it's pretty weird. All right. Shiba Inu ripping. That sure has a filter already. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you don't need a pop filter on your shirt, man. Everybody uses this mic around the world, man. Come on, let's get real. Are you going to talk about crypto? No, only about Bitcoin. Yeah. Which isn't that cryptocurrency? So as long as we stay above the 200 SMA, this might make a long. If we lose the 200 SMA, there's no reason to keep this long open, right? And I would just kind of wait it out to see what happens. So that's something that I would look at. How'd the move go, brother? Hope all is well. Not happened yet, man. Not happened yet. Sam, there's several spring parks all around Florida. I know many. That's so cool, man. How's Caspa chart looking, sir? Caspa, let's take a look at Caspa. Let's break it down. Let that be our venture into altcoins as we kind of deep dive this beautiful time. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. See how many people are jumping on in with us tonight. And we really appreciate it. Shout out to the 1,063 people, 443 likes, $160 in chat revenue. I don't know how you guys bless me so much every single time. That's so nice of you. And I'm so grateful for that. May God bless you all. Energy. Raise the vibration, lifers. Have an attitude of gratitude. Show love to all people, sending positivity. Good things will come your way. Karma is real, not just a saying. Pokey Brothers, I love you for saying that. And God bless you for spreading the love, man. That's super nice. And actually, you're going to make me want to just play that track again. Energy, right? Bow, bow. Bow, bow. So I like what I'm seeing here for the 1 hour time frame. The 15-minute looks like it's curving, getting busy, and staying above the 200. I wouldn't be surprised if we pump into tonight and, the ETFs and the other people just get busy. They say, hey, wait, it's just going to get harder to buy Bitcoin. They might realize how, people might around the world start getting like, oh my gosh. So, yeah, Caspa's getting rusty, which is going to be interesting. I think you guys want to realize how big that's going to be, Caspa and Rusty. So, huge news for that. Definitely something you want to pay attention to, and definitely something to look forward to. So, Caspa and Rusty on my radar as well. Let's take a look at KASPA, Caspa, baby. Caspa on MEXC too as well, which is hot sauce. I like what I'm seeing for Caspa on this 15-minute time frame. That's a flag. Altcoins are starting to get, more comfortable. People were freaking out. They thought it was the end of the, some people really did. They thought it was time to capitulate. A lot of people capitulated. You know what I mean? When I even have an inkling of capitulation, like it flashes my mind, because I'm like stone cold Steve Austin out here, man. Like I'll hold hundreds, you know me, I can take a beat down in these charts and not even bat an eyelash on a long-term hold, right? Because that's what I've done for years. That's what got me here. Like most people can't do that, right? So that's staying power, and staying power means that you believe in what you bought in. It means you did your good research. Like Caspa is hotter than hot sauce, man. Anyone that knows their sauce knows Caspa's hot. Like Da Vinci, the guy who first found Bitcoin at $1. He knows Caspa's so hot. Like he talks about it like it's the next coming. You know what I mean? And this dude knew about Bitcoin before everybody else. He was telling you the sauce. So I like what I'm seeing for Caspa. Oversold, ready to pump to the upside on the 15-minute. This thing looks absolutely lovely. It could do some damage. So I like what I'm seeing here for Caspa. It looks absolutely amazing. I wouldn't be surprised if this bull flag breaks out. It could be a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. You see that? I'm open-minded, but more bullish on that stochastic. Bitcoin goes sideways or to the upside. That 8 hours staying above the 200 is also telling me a bigger story behind what could happen to these altcoins. And again, anything is possible, but it's definitely something on the radar for me, something that I'm looking at, and it's a big possibility for Caspa. So Caspa is definitely something that I'm going to have on the radar. And I own Caspa. I even buy a little bit more the last few weeks on these low areas. I just feel like we may never get 11, 10 cent Caspa again. And so Caspa is just something like I like to just gobble up when I get the chance. So Caspa, baby, Caspa. Where would I be buying Caspa? At this beautiful place called MEXC. You can jump on in if you like, right? I like MEXC. It's an awesome exchange, MEXC.com. If you hold the MEXC token, you'll have the lowest fees in the market, 0 spot maker and taker fee, and just barely any fees when you trade futures. Like 0.1 is 6 times less than the average exchange. You just won't have this anywhere else. You know what I mean? Get your, if there are KYCing, right? Because they're playing by the rules. June 30th, you can get yourself an RNS ID, rns.id, and get yourself going. Look at Palm AI getting busy today, right? My baby. And I talk about Palm a lot. We got into Palm super, super early, still holding some massive gains in Palm. And I see big things coming for Palm. Partnerships, the works, and look at that, 77 on Palm, up 7% on the day. Bang, bang, bang. Tatsu's another coin you may want to pay attention to. I don't own any, but it just keeps coming up on my radar. Something that I'm thinking about, Tatsu. So I also kind of, it just keeps coming up, right? So I see Caspa making some pretty big moves. Whenever I see the stochastics pointing up, the RSI getting back above the yellow line, and this curving with falling volume and falling price, with tight enough moving averages, and I know where Bitcoin's, like sitting pretty, tells me we could get a pretty nice move for Caspa. Overall, too, you can see this bigger trend line starting to form for Caspa ever since it started bouncing. Remember when I bought, I've been buying it ever since it dipped here. Anything below 10 cents, 9 cent Caspa, that was an absolute steal. I think the lowest we got was only 11 cents really in this dip though, except for this nasty move down. But that was a bit, 10.5. Like, really, I mean, one of the hottest coins of the game, has a huge following. We were getting into Caspa since 1 penny, so we're still up 11x from when we first got in. And I just see it doing damage. That measured move takes you back to 12.6 and 6 tenths of a cent, 12.5 cents. And then we could see a bigger move to the upside for Caspa. So I like what I'm seeing for Caspa. It's on my radar. It looks beautiful. And let's jump into the super chat, see what's happening with the fan funding, and just kind of break it down with each and every one of you and see what's happening. I see someone asking about Hex in the 4 hour. And I remember we had something, Matrix AI. That was the first super chat of the night from Master Friend. Let's take a look here at Matrix AI Network on MEXC. All right, Matrix AI Network on MEXC. Let's take a look. So this isn't a nice little flag on the 15. It's funny, almost all these coins are flagging out on the 15. I'm going to be looking at the total 3 market cap because it looks like we're about to get a pretty big move in almost every coin here. But let's take a look at the bigger time frame, the daily or the 3-day. Let's take a look at what we see happening here for this coin. I actually own this coin, all right, Matrix AI. I started buying it when it was like way down here. We were talking about it basically a year and a half ago, even earlier, before it was on MEXC, because I was buying it on KuCoin. I don't know if you guys remember. I started making this very low cap AI portfolio back in like December of 2022. Like I was like a couple of years ahead of the game, you know what I mean? Which I always seem to be a little early. That's why a lot of my big gains happen late, but I make massive gains. So like, I like being a little too early, that's the only criticism I have of myself, but I never thought to be a criticism because I like being in early, got early into Bitcoin, got early, I knew about Ethereum. It was $9. Someone told me in the street when it was $89, I began to buy it. I still hold some Ethereum I bought way back when it was under $100, right? So, I love cryptocurrency, everybody. I love long-term holds. I love waiting to make a gain. You know what I mean? It means so much to me to like have to put in the long-term effort and the long-term work. You know what I mean? That to me is really what it's all about when trading cryptocurrency. Like, holding when nobody else would, believing in yourself when nobody else would, right? The long-term gains, man. The long-term gains. Okay. So yeah, I see this as a beautiful, hidden bullish divergence on the 3-day chart. And if you pull your Fibonacci, it looks like you're definitely chilling at like an 886 fib, which is the lowest you usually get on some type of retracement of this nature if the coin has any staying power. It's real. Let's look at the 786 Fibonacci level. So that's a beautiful place, and it's a giant Sammy Cup and handy too as well. So like, this is something I definitely would be paying attention to. I already own some, but I might nibble a little bit just to add to the portfolio. If I do, I'll let you know. But I have a substantial bag. If it comes back to where I'd like it to see, it could do some damage for me. You know, looking to possibly, you know, turn $2,000 into maybe 50,000, something like that. Look at the 33s blasting on it right there too. 0, 3, 3, 54 for Matrix AI, right? And you can look up, it's been around, doesn't look like a rug pull. They've been around a long time. And that's oversold in the stochastics at the 786, hidden bullish divergence, falling volume with falling price. You've waited this long for the retracement. You didn't chase the green highs after it boomed all the way from 1.5 cents all the way to 7 cents. It did basically a 5x, 4.5, something like that. And now it's coming back down before the next big AI rally. So this could be a low cap gem to pick up as long as Bitcoin plays ball and holds the key levels that we're looking for, right? And that's kind of where I stand when it comes to Matrix AI. But I think you're onto something here. 3-day chart starting to look pretty sweet to me. And so, yeah. Let's take a look at where we would go. I just want to give that target of that key level that I'm looking for Matrix AI. And that's about 8 8/10 of a cent there. All right. 8 8/10 of a cent. All right, and then 4771. All right. Okay. Gummy gonna explode tonight. You know, it was Gummy on Dex Screener. I'm going to take a look at Dex Screener here and see what's happening with Gummy. I believe, wasn't that, it's created by, it has some association with the Crypto Banter Club, right? Like, they made it or they did something with it, right? Shout out to Stas. Blessings. Can we check Dojo sitting on support? We'll take a look at Dojo. Shout out to Stas in the house. Thank you so much for being here and hitting us with that super chat. We appreciate it. We love you. And we thank you so much for your constant viewership and support. Hope everything's going well with you and yours. Gummy on Sol, right? Is this it here? Up 43,000%. Liquidity 1.7. Volume. Is this the Gummy, though? Is this the new? See, there's just so many. This could be a rug pull. Who knows what this is? This came out today, though. If you got in right here, this is I honestly, you never know, man. If you ever get into something like this and you want to know what's up, grab the contract address like I showed you guys. Go to Token Sniffer. All right. Go to Token Sniffer and sniff out that token. All right. It's the least you can do. And there's probably other websites too, not just Token Sniffer. There's a bunch of different sites we can use to verify contracts to make sure you're not getting rugged. To make sure you're not getting silly stringed over here. You know what I mean? Don't get yourself silly stringed over here, kid. Pay attention, eh? Do you know what you're doing over here? You're getting rug pulled over here, huh? They're going to get you, and they're going to show you what's going on over here. Bang. Oh. Bang. Right? Does it do soul coins? Should do soul coins. Hold on. Gummy on Radium. Nah, I can't get any token FOMO, Dex Screen, and Dex Tools, Seaside for new and trending tokens. Yeah, of course. And they may be, I don't know if they're down tonight too. They may be. I don't know if this is the Gummy you're talking about, but 47K for Bitcoin in play. Maybe. Don't hate on Gummy. It was airdropped to the community. Is this the Gummy though? I don't know if this is the right Gummy. That's all I'm saying. I just don't know. I'm not hating. I just don't want, I never want to put something out there that, you know. Yeah, Token Sniffer doesn't do so. Sir, even if it's saved, no rug dev could be holding max wallets. And always just dump. So always check wallets to be sure. Amen. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy that it's up 43,000%. You know what I mean? It's just nuts, right? It came out today. And again, right, by Gummy. So if you had just thrown like $400 in here, it's crazy, right? It's up like a 4x. Maybe you wouldn't have gotten in so early at the very, but if you jumped in like the minute it came out, which is almost impossible, right? You could have 18, 20 extra money and then just dipped off into the sunset, right? It's got a $44 million market cap, so it's just getting started. If everyone got airdropped, you never know. I always just stay away from like other people's projects because like there's always just something that I don't know behind the scenes. You know what I mean? I could be wrong, but it's just that's my instinct, but I could be wrong. You know what I mean? But like if I'm not the mark, then who is? You know, I never know what's going on. But you know, this thing could end up getting big. Look, could it be a shoulder, a head, and a beautiful right shoulder? If we just kind of not think about anything but the technical analysis here, shoulder, head, right shoulder, and then this thing could be in play for another move further to the upside. And, you know, it is getting some of the biggest recognition from one of the biggest channels. So, I mean, you'd have to think it's getting some buzz. Also, it came out of this really nice ascending triangle, you know, basically symmetrical triangle here, and did some damage. And did its thing. If you actually just took the base, the regular TradFi TA here, the base of the triangle, that's exactly what you got here for a beautiful trade. So you can't hate on that. Nice move here for Gummy on Soul, right? Can you check RSR, bro? It's a simple meme coin. Yeah. Buy Gummy if you want to get robbed. Wow. If everyone here looks like, yeah. Go to Crypto Banner. Gummy was developed for the community. Yeah. That's what I heard. You know what I mean? But you never know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I don't know, man. I didn't create the coin. So I'm showing you that there's likelihood of a bounce here for Bitcoin. This flag turning green here, and you're getting a golden cross approaching here for BTC. Shows signs of life. As I said before, stop loss below the 200 is still close enough to get a 3.5 risk-reward ratio. You don't get to make these trades where you're that close to the 200. It's very rare. As I showed you the last few times that we got above, right there, beautiful trade to the upside on the 1 hour. Right there, a beautiful trade to the upside on the 1 hour. And right here, a beautiful trade to the upside on the 1 hour. You've only seen it 3 times since February 26th. It'll be the 4th cross of the 1 hour time frame with a bullish possible move. So I'm telling you, a lot of times this could end up being the bottom for a massive move further to the upside while everyone is sleeping and creeping here on a Saturday night. I know we had some audio funny bunny stuff going on here, but if you really get to brass tacks and hear what I'm trying to say, and you can look past like all the ridiculousness that went on, I want you to focus in and see what's happening here for Bitcoin. All right. And this could tell us that a big move is coming for BTC. So and again, if we lose the 200, then the big move isn't coming, right? And it's neither here, then you're like, wow, that's so interesting, Lifer. But I'm telling you, it's that simple. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, but I do know the highest probability of what could happen tonight. And I like this trade. And this even resembles a shoulder, a head, and a bit of a right shoulder. It's a little janky, ranky. It's kind of a drunken, ascending inverted, but it shows signs of life here. And this curve is interesting. Again, the 7-minute did make a move above its 200. As long as the 7-minute, which is even more sensitive, stays above the 200 SMA, I just don't see how we don't get a move to the upside. All right. Yo, boom, BOOKMAP had a pretty big move to the upside. So Bitcoin looks strong right now, and it's about to cross 65,000. You know, looks like someone's buying on the weekends for whatever reason. So BOOKMAP had a huge pump today. Really cool to see that happen. I never sold my BOOKMAP. Still in BOOKMAP. Felt there was no reason to get out of such a beautiful project. Only a matter of time. In the next, I don't know, 8 to 10 months, I could see this thing doing some damage. And it could go to zero. I'd only put what I was willing to lose. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice. But you know, I remember the day it came out, and I remember how we saw it. And see, a lot of things are on a flag to the upside. Whole market looks kind of ripe for a move. Let's take a look at Total 3, which is the entire market cap of all of the cryptocurrencies, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. These are the two things that we want to see and kind of break down. Don't think it's forming a head and shoulder in the 4-hour time frame. Toki, you're funny. Just received my Gummy airdrop worth $100. Not bad. There you go. RSI, not meme. Saturday night. Let's get it. Banter is also helping out the Tucker meme coin. You know, Tucker thing is probably going to get legs, you know what I mean? Because it stands for something. If you think about it, it stands for free speech. Like, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, right? You don't have to agree with what other people are saying, but you have to tolerate it. And you can't exclude everybody because of what they believe, right? Or what they think. And if they don't think like you, it doesn't mean they don't have a right to say what they have to say, as long as it's not, you know, basically, you know, I don't know. I'm trying to think, but as long as it's, you know, they're not threatening you, right? Directly, right? Which I guess people can interpret that. I guess, see, that's where it starts to be, there's a gray area there, right? And everyone said, well, it was threatening to be like, well, I didn't mean to, you know. That's why I stay out of that whole nonsense. You know, you won't ever see me, you know, getting too crazy out there in public. That was a good Rogan interview. What? Did you have a claim Gummy airdrop or just got it? Wow, didn't expect Gummy to do that well. Yeah. So true, Sam. Bitcoin testing 65,000. So yeah, I like total 3 here on the 7 minute for a possible move further to the upside. Let's just get rid of this small time frame sauce though on this big asset, this big, you know, such a macro asset to look at on total 3. Let's take a look at what we see on some other time frames. All right, for Bitcoin. Tuker Nut, you're funny. You had to claim the airdrop. Caspa, break it out. Caspa looks nice to me. I'm telling you, it's looking hot to trot right now. Definitely was like possibly the trade, you know, it's looking hot. I like what I'm seeing for Caspa. I like what I'm seeing for Matrix AI as well. And all those other coins, I'm going to take a deep dive look at those, my man, maybe tonight or tomorrow morning too as well. It's just crazy when you have to move. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. I can't wait for everything to get back to normal. Be back in the studio the way I have it set up and just be snuggled on in with no one trolling my audio, messing with me, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. People are starting to get back into the market / alts for sure. I think they feel comfortable. I think a lot of people thought there was going to be a dump after the halving. And now that there wasn't a dump, but the only thing is the people that thought there was going to be a dump, then they come back in and then they get dumped on. It's kind of funny, right? You know what I mean? Like, because they can't handle it. So, but anything is possible, right? Anything is possible. Shout out to everybody here that is in Solana. Tet making moves. Took a long time, right? We'll take a look at Tet. Tucker definitely has a gaze for image and, like, again, you're funny. I'm trying to figure out, it's just me with Polygon Network, not showing bounds or able to withdraw from the MetaMask. Nah, maybe you just got to do like a reset of the network, man. Moving is one of my major pet peeves. I can't stand. So happy when everything is done. I know. I haven't moved in 4 years. It was 4 years ago though, and it was a crazy move. I did it all by myself. Got one other person to help me in Craigslist, and it was like stairs, and it was insanity. So this move won't be as bad as, like, you know. And I did 2 trips to New York City back and forth. Someone almost swung into me in the middle of the night. It was just crazy. Sam, can you take a look at Tom for the short term? I'm going along as we speak. We'll take a look at Tom. Shout out to Cush's My Cologne. Shout out to Stash. Shout out to Kenny G. Lifer, I need the music playing station, brother. I love it, man. Kenny G. New book. Shout out to God is Love. Thank you for being here with the 17. And we have Hex on the 1 hour and the 4 hour. Says Daily Bread for the $6.99 Canadian. We have Frank Glasser. Sending love and good vibes to you and your family for a safe and easy trip to Florida. Thank you for being who you are. Blessing. Your audio is fine. You just started speaking low. Thank you. Appreciate that. Chris, man, thank you. God bless you. Kenny G, I'm calling out the trolls, not being one. Shout out to Kenny. We love you. We appreciate you, Kenny. Breathe, brother. Shout out to Patrick. Thank you. I've been sending you a DM on Discord. Thank you. Appreciate that. The echo is gone. All good now. All good now. You're good now. Okay. Joker NYC. Hey, Sam, can you check out Omni, please? Echo. It's so crazy. There's just an echo for a while. Maybe that's why you couldn't hear yourself. Oh, my God. The echo just came back. You're funny. You're good now. Okay. We made it through. I'm back. You have to understand. I get it. I think I have a little, like, it's just things have to be perfect. And when I'm on the stream, I got to be able to know that everything's exactly how it should be. I apologize. I get a little crazy over quality, man, but you got to understand that over time. All right. So, wow, there's a lot coming at us tonight. And you got to give me some credit too. I'm moving, man. You know, I'm a human being. It's like I'm finally like, yes, I'm not invincible. Dojo on support and ton. Let's take a look at Dojo and ton. Omni. Let's take a look at Omni here. USDT on Binance. It's also here on MEXC. Weird. Let's take a look at Omni. Like the API didn't go through perfectly, right? The API. Let's take a look. How long? I like CoinEx tends to be right. So CoinEx. So Omni had a huge, dump down. made the rounded bottom. Could start to make some gains. It was at $22. It's now at 27. So, you know, it's good. From the bottom, it's not down too bad. I don't know enough about this coin. I'd have to look into the Omni network. So we're going to have to take a little bit of a dive here and talk about it. Previous resistance does become support. And we have major resistance here for Omni. And we have support here too. And we also have this bigger resistance area here. All right. I'd like to see this get all the way up to about 35.57. Right, that would be the bigger target if it can make it move, and if you kind of have this in a cup and handle here. But again, look for it to come further down and bounce off of 27.22 at least, something like that. Again, and it may not do nothing. You know, I know nothing to factor in ignorance. I don't own the coin. I don't know anyone has it. This is one of the first times that I think it brushed on my radar, like, I don't know, I'd say a week or two ago. So 28 bucks, $291 million market cap. Only 10% of the circulating supply is out. So something to think of. That fully diluted it to 2.7 billion, right, from that 290. So you'd have to 10x, you know, that supply basically to get back to basics. So again, are they giving airdrops? What's happening, right? What was the coin's purpose? What goes on? The live Omni network. Yeah, it's funny. You don't get like a write-up about it. It's solving the problem of fragmentation across Ethereum rollups. It provides a platform for developers to launch globally native applications and derive security from Ethereum via Eigen layer staking. Omni is backed by Coinbase Ventures, Pantera Jump, and Spartan Group. Now, when I see Coinbase Ventures and Pantera, I know Dan over at Pantera, right? You know, it's interesting. But, you know, he was heavy in ICX, and it really never performed, you know. I kind of like looked into ICX, saw he was in it too, made me hold longer than I should have. ICX never really panned out as best as some other coins. Omni, though, backed by Coinbase Ventures. Whenever I see that, it gets me a little excited. So could Omni do some damage based on that key detail? Very similar to why I like Aerodrome, backed by Coinbase Ventures. So, and it's at a very low area to possibly scoop to the upside. Definitely makes you kind of wet your whistle, makes you think, hey, is there some movement here for Omni? Definitely something to talk about. We could see it at 100, you know, a couple months from now and be like, remember when we talked about Omni back at 27? So I'd look for it to kind of make a flag and likely get a bounce here too. And you could pull a nice little mini fib. I call a local fib here off this area and see if you bounce off the 618 or 786 area too, which would be about 26, 2780, 2680 there, or 27, down a buck from where we are right now. Look for that 1 hour to swoop on in. But wow, this thing could do numbers. Previous resistance becomes support, Fibonacci, and it's all kind of starting to make some sense here when you look at Omni. Moving average is getting tight, right? They'll get pulled up in. You don't want to lose the 200, which is unlikely considering how low you've been. So seems like only up from here from Omni, but you never know. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but it looks pretty sweet to me. Definitely something I would keep on the radar. Omni. It's on CoinX. It's also on MEXC. Chart just looks better here on CoinX, but it doesn't mean you can't trade MEXC price action. You could just look at the coin, even if they don't look the same, you could trade this idea, and MEXC price action should, you know, mainly, you know, generally speaking, it should follow. Okay. Omni, thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. Take a look at Hex. Somebody said on the 4 hour, the daily time frame, the bigger or the smaller time frames for Hex. Funny, Hex on MEXC finally too. It's interesting to see. So the last time we talked about Hex, all right, it was at a bottom, right? An extreme bottom. And honestly, it didn't look amazing, but it was in a falling wedge that could possibly break back to the upside. You see how I made this funky wedge that could break on out? Now, Hex must get back above 2997. That's going to be its big area of contention when if and when it does decide to get some volume back to the upside. Is Hex dead? A lot of people gave up on it. It looks like it is, right? SEC suing Richard Hart, all the stuff going on, kind of created a flea out of the coin, in my humble opinion, right? It's kind of what happens. Also, some bearish movement at the same time, you know, with some fear in the market, and you know, and it's sad. Hex, you know, you want your coin to move up when Bitcoin pumps. You want to be able to take advantage of that beauty, and to not be able to take advantage of that, that's tough, right? So resistance here at 010241. And again, am I saying we're going to pump all the way? honestly, I wouldn't even touch Hex unless it could break back above this key level. If you believe in it and you have conviction in this coin, it's something you've been researching and you're really into it, then it's a beautiful, it could be a beautiful buy for you. I've never been a huge fan of the long-term Hex hold. It's just not my thing, but it doesn't mean I don't think the people that hold Hex can't do lovely. Just I hold some coins that people probably think they aren't worth holding. You know what I mean? Everyone has a different way of going about it, and nobody does it exactly the same, right? I just have to be honest with you and just tell you I don't own any Hex. I did own Hex at one point, and I sacrificed it for Pulse Chain, so I do hold some Pulse Hex, you know? I do hold Pulse, so I'm in the ecosystem. I'm exposed. And it's like, at one point, it was almost like $1,800, so I'm not hugely exposed into the Pulse Chain network, right? But that's Hex for me. I'd have to see it really break above this resistance first. I mean, how low can you go? You're at a point of control. Like, who could sell this off at this point? But man, I've always said that how could it go any lower? And you know, things have gone lower. You do see a bullish div though. Let's take a look. Like, you have to get bullish divergence here. But again, it could only be as strong as a slight pull up, and then you could still see this just continue to flush. So just be careful. I'm not a fan of catching a falling knife on Hex, but you'd have to believe in it. Pendle's been one of the hottest coins in the game. It just continued to pump and provide, right? And it looks like it's about to do damage again. The daily looks absolutely amazing. Pendle, honestly, wow. Moving average is a little further apart than I would like. If you do lose the 21, you may go lower. We'll pull a Fibonacci here, but it just seems because of I believe you got liquid staking on Pendle, if I'm correct, right? And you just have the ability to lend, borrow, like, let's take a look at what Pendle does and what's happening with Pendle, why it continues to move. Because it has an ecosystem. You have to understand, it's not just like, oh, this coin's hot. There's reasons why coins go up in value. Sometimes it is just a pump in nature. Sometimes it's actually because a thing is getting used. Now, how it made its way all the way into the top 60 coins, too, out of nowhere is quite amazing if you think about it. It's on Arbitrum BNB and Ethereum, right? KuCoin, Uniswap, MEXC, you name it. Balancer, right? Pendle, right? We were looking at Pendle almost a year ago now, too. I was just trading it. Didn't even realize it was going to get as big as it did. It was just another little altcoin on my radar that I was playing. But it enables tokenization and trading of future yield. With the creation of a novel AMA that supports assets with time to decay, Pendle gives us users more control over future yield by providing optionality and opportunities for its utilization. So it's like you can almost play with what you should be getting, which is, I like it and I don't. Like, I don't like people getting too overexposed, right? But speculatively, it's interesting to me. Take a look at the 3-day chart. 3-day chart says you have to come all the way back down to the 618. So if you get caught up in that daily, which looks pretty nice, we do have to remember that the 3-day could still crash us to the downside. However, the daily looks aggressive. It's kind of calling my name. It's interesting. It does make you feel like you may miss out on a Pendle pump all the way to 1125. But we just have to be cautious of that 3-day chart. So I'm kind of in the middle on Pendle. I really like what I'm seeing on the daily, but I also know that the 3-day chart may want to come all the way back down to the 618 golden pocket. So what I would do for Pendle is, if I longed it, I would just, hope for a move back to the top of the channel or a break out of here and a retest. Or if I longed it here, my stop would be below this 382 fib level and this previous resistance. That level would be 555, right? 5555, 55692. So, and the target for Pendle, if it does get there, I'm in the middle on it. Like, some days I'll tell you, hey, I'm making a call. I like this coin. I like this. Is a good bull flag, right? It's looking interesting. Let's take a look at the 8-hour time frame. And so the 8-hour also is just getting started with, like, it could get further apart is what I'm saying. These moving averages, they're not too far apart, and they just came from a consolidation with a pump to the upside. So it's interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if that daily continues to push on, and then the 3-day gets a little more pinned. But eventually there will be a bigger pullback for Pendle, right, over time. But this thing looks like it may really move. Mixed signals on it because I know that the bigger time frame. So it adds risk because the bigger time frames are very overbought. So it adds some risk. But Pendle definitely something you may want to pay attention to. And we know it pumps. We know it gets it gets a lot of volume. And we know the protocol produces and people like it. So Pendle has been doing what it says it's been doing. And the team's been working hard. So Pendle on the daily, oversold bull flag. The overbought 3-day adds some risk, right? And that's just something that has to remain on my radar, right? Okay. ISP, BitBull. Let's take a look here. Swole, funny, right? Sword Magic. So many ridiculous coins. I'd like to look at WMT. It's been on my radar, right? I don't own any, but I like to. I have a huge portfolio at this point. I may not add much more, but I may. It depends. But I just continue to add to TokenFi, Rio, right? Ondo. I'm playing that real world asset game. I showed my team Bricken. I showed my team Emerald. I showed my team GFI. These are the hottest coins, man. You're talking TokenFi, Emerald, TokenFi, Emerald, Rio, GFI, Bricken, like props, prop base, Profi. Like, I mean, there's like 10 of them, man, that are going to run. You just got to kind of pick a few and get in. Like, you got to be able to grab that narrative, right? That's my humble opinion. You got to do whatever makes you happy. Get the education, research the coins that talk to you, that speak to you, that you believe could do numbers, right? That's what I do. And then I claim my space in that liquidity pool of that coin, and I do my thing, 52 cents for World Mobile Token. I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see this move. I mean, look at the daily, looking nice and starting to break out. And I've been putting this on the radar and talking about it, and it continues to kind of get somewhat of a buzz here to the upside. All right. Whatever happened to those Sats Hunter? Did anyone look into those BRC20 Sat Hunters? I believe it's satshunter.io or Sat Hunters. Might be Sat Hunter. I should know, right? SHNT, Sat Hunters. I wonder, did they list this stuff on CoinMarketCap? Yeah, baby, Sat Hunters, 16 cent. Low volume on that though, right? But what it is like it's a protocol to do ordinals, so you wouldn't expect it to be like out of control, right? So it can be used as payment, and you'll get estimated 60% off. Holders also have a benefit where you automatically receive anywhere between 10 and 30% off your purchase, and earn up to 20% of Bitcoin rewards from all service fees. Earn 20% of Bitcoin rewards for our inscription fees if you own 3 ordinals or multiples, 3, 6, 9, 12, etc. SNTs get burned. It's a deflationary token with every payment made with SNT up to 75%. Now, I don't know much more about the protocol. I'm not a huge BRC20 guy. I never claimed to. I knew about it over a year and a half ago. Like, I knew about it. But I was focused on some other big moves here and gain, making a large portfolio. And really Bitcoin, like stacking Bitcoin has been my game. You all know that. I have dreams of having certain levels, and I just go for that, right? And I believe if we all set our goals high, anything is possible, Total 3. Again, the same thing I'm talking about is, can we get a bounce? And we did. I mean, look at the altcoins. Look what happened today for the altcoins, and look how beautiful of a bounce this is. Now, could it be a dead cat bounce, pulling people in? It could. That's why I'm always ready with, I didn't go all in on my cash. I kept cash on the sidelines in case we do get a bigger of a pullback. And if we don't, I don't have to throw it all in there. I only throw it in there if it's worth it on the discount. Everything else, I'm happy with what I have, and we continue to move further up. We are at a resistance. Look, previous support becomes resistance. We want to see the daily break $668 billion in the altcoins, on our way to the altcoins to gain that $1 trillion level. What I'd love to see is for this to continue up, make that right side of a head here, come on down and get that inverted head and shoulder pump to the upside. That's something that looked interesting to me, right? On the total 3, this is the market cap of all the altcoins, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, all right? All right, SQT Subary Network, Sam, thank you. Bento airdrop on base is up 100%. Did you check your wallet? Funny. They gave us Toby. They gave us Bento, huh? Now we got Bento, which is interesting, right? Well, that's what happens too when you go in and out of different protocols, but never on this, on this computer, right? So I don't know if I ever put base on this. Yeah, see, like I never added base here. I gotta add base. Like now you can just click and add. So easy to add things now. Just be careful. Make sure you know what you're doing when you do that. And there's the base mainnet. Doesn't show any of my tokens though, which I know I have them. You're like, you got rug? No. No. Andy on base. Bang. On my computer that I packed away, everything is there. I hope, it's funny. But wouldn't we see it here right now? But you said it's Bento. Bento on base. That looks like it right there, right? So I'm showing you would grab this clipboard address, hit your MetaMask wallet, okay? You'd go to import tokens, and you'd be pasting this address in here. And look, there's the Bento that I got right there. Cool, man. Thank you. Bento, baby. And then I could put in my base AI and my Normie, my Brett, and all my other stuff here. You think it would kind of just find it for you and import it. You know what I mean? And you got to just get the contract address each time. So like say I wanted to see, and I got some Roost too. So I got some Roost, right? On base. Always on base. Always on base. Always on base. Always on bait. And again, you just keep adding these tokens, and you can see, what you have of those tokens. Okay. I don't put what I'm willing to lose in these tiny coins. All right. Just to be clear. Remember, there's base AI and there's based AI. Not the same. Two are completely different. Both are interesting to me. Both are worth grabbing. This has all of the self-circulating supply is out. Interesting. But again, this is highly speculative, so you never know. Like everything in the base protocol is highly speculative. Like if you're dealing in base, you got to know that it's a speculative move, right? However, that's what I kind of name my whole basis off as speculating. So we'll see what happens for base AI, right? And I just have, I just building. AERO also is a base play, Aerodrome. So I got AERO, I got Brett, I got Normie, all right? And these are kind of, and if I see a couple things, but I'm pretty based out. And I'm going to hold that for 6 to 8 months into the bull run, maybe even longer, depending on I'm going to take it day by day. But I like exposure to the base protocol, and that's how I did it. And see, I research, find out something early, lay my cards on the table, and then I move on to the next thing. Right now, I can go move on to whatever next thing is coming out, like having to get Sats Hunter and getting into runes and focusing on what really matters. Brett is starting to do damage, though. I like it. My bag of Brett, they're starting to move a little bit. And then the Normie. And see, I'm just going through this is like doing gardening, right? I'm just adding. Now, I shouldn't have to do this technically. This should be able to find coins. I never bought these coins ever, though, right? You see? I bought them on, same wallet. All right. Let's see what happened there. Oh, see, Normie is on... No. Normie was on base. Don't play me, bro. There we go. But that can't be Normie that small of liquidity. I guess, huh? So Normie may have just felt like it never really got any... Didn't really get any takeoff. Up 18% today. All coins are up today. You can see all coins had a bit of a spike. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin dominance. See if it fell back, right? But you can see my bags here now on base and kind of what I'm doing. All right. Funny, my roost just went to 0. Oh, then it bounced back. You saw that? That was weird. Okay. And we got Bento. We also got Toby for free, right? Who knows what could happen? You never know, right? I think I had like $8 though, not even $100 of Toby. Shout out to anyone who follows me here on Twitter. 27,000 followers, on our way to 30,000. I really appreciate that. Show you a little bit of my life, what we're doing, where we're eating, where we're going. Share a little bit about the beautiful belt, the crypto technical analysis belt we talked about, and just kind of bring you into my life a little bit so you can see what's happening. All right. Gummy, right shoulder could pump to the upside. This is all the craze today, just so you know. We already went over Gummy if you're a Gummy fiend. Okay. So total 3 is the market cap of all of cryptocurrencies, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And it's starting to kind of do some damage here. So, but we're at a resistance. We could easily fall further back, and this could just be a quick spike to nowhere. So we really want to break above this key level to show signs of life here for total 3. Let's get back into the chat, see what's happening to the chat, and what's up with each and every one of you. Cluck, 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 brother. I'm in Ondo. Happy Saturday. Shout out to my man Crypto Pollo in the house. He knows what's up. We're going to go over Toncoin, XRP moving up soon. I don't think so, man. SQ, I hope I can get out of that easy just by saying that, right? Let's take a look at SQT, Subquery Network, and let's take a look at TON, the onion relayer. No, but the Telegram coin, right? So we looked at TON here at 345. Said it could get up, then made another flag. I was looking for it to get to 637. It did that, went even further all the way up, right? 750. So now the daily, see, this is what's interesting is a lot of these coins are coming back down on the daily after these huge pumps, and they're making some type of flag that kind of has a descending triangle in a way. But you could also say that was the Bitcoin dump that pumped it back up, and it's still in a bear flag. That makes more sense to me. And again, broken patterns is my specialty. It doesn't make sense to a lot of the traders because they'll be like, why isn't he using the trend line? He has no idea what he's talking about. And I'm fine with that because most people shouldn't know your sauce. Your sauce shouldn't be so easily revealed that people can see it at first. They'd have to kind of watch you for a time, like, oh, that's what he's doing. I see what the guy does now. Now, if you ever backtest my strategies and see it, every once in a while you will see something that looks like a drop out of a pattern with a firm back break into the upside, and you can act like it never happened. Just back to business as usual. This coin's been hot. I would expect it to continue to be hot, and I see this thing getting bigger. If you ever watch Ben too, on his channel, he's talking about how there's backing here, and how bricks and a lot of other things are behind the nature. So there's some more going on here behind the Ton coin, and you may want to pay attention. Definitely something to research there, and definitely check out that channel. Whatever you think about what happened past about the BitBoy channel, there are some gems there that you know. I get gems from everywhere, so don't procrastinate and don't let. Never let your emotions get in the way of learning knowledge. That's my big key, right? No matter where it comes from. Anyway, there's also other things you can look at and other things to talk about. So I'm not going to force you into anything. I just want to tell you there's some cool information out there, right? There's some cool perspectives that may change the way you think about the way you look at the world, all right? Is this subquery here, SQT? Started pretty early and starting to pump nicely. Went all the way from 14 to 4 or 014 to 49, which is about over a 3x, right? And now it's in this beautiful falling wedge that could do damage. It broke out of that a little high in the daily. Really too early to tell, in my humble opinion, what this coin is all about and what it's doing. But if you believe in it and you think it has what it takes and you've done some deep dive on the white paper and you seem to know, the TA is starting to be, you know, the thing we want to see is the 4-hour stay above its 200 SMA. Once a coin gets above its 4-hour 200 SMA, that could be the beginning of a very big move further to the upside. So definitely something you want to pay attention to, definitely something you could look at. There's a cup and handle there too, and I could see, yeah, I mean, it's starting to show signs of a bigger move. It could get all the way back up to where the target would be 6 cents, and it's only at 3.5 cents, so it could do some damage. Interesting. Thank you for putting it on my radar. SQT, Subquery Network, right? And now you're making me want to deep dive this thing just a little bit, not too far, but just kind of dabble in on it, conversationally speaking, see what the heck we're talking about here. What are we going over here, bro? I'm from Canada, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. I'm from Canada, bro. What you doing there, bro? Subquery Network is innovating Web3 infrastructure with tools that empower builders to decentralize the future. Our fast, flexible, open data index supercharges dApps over 125 networks, enabling a user-focused Web3 world. Soon, our data node will provide breakthroughs in RPC industry and deliver decentralization without compromise. We pioneer the Web3 revolution for visionaries and forward thinkers. We're not just a company, we're a movement driving an inclusive and decentralized. You see, we have on one side of the era, we have like IMF, WEF, right? World Economic Forum, WHO. We have all this stuff that wants to centralize, put it all in one. They want to centralize, right? Whenever you see centralization, that's that's basically consolidation of power, right? Period. Centralization is really the masking of consolidation of power. Decentralization is the opposite. So like you can see that there's this battle of the freedom of the mind, the freedom of the idea, the freedom to express, the freedom of economic freedom, right? The Fourth Amendment rights cover code because code is written, right? And code could become someone's creative, creation, right? And so it's interesting, man. There's going to be some battles here throughout the years as we go on, and it hits on many different levels that the human race has kind of been going over for a long time. So cryptocurrency really reveals a lot about what's happening that we never knew about. It kind of helps kind of bring things to light. It's interesting how it does that indirectly, just by like you have to start researching money when you get into cryptocurrency. More people know about inflation because of Bitcoin, in my humble opinion. Whether inflation is a Bitcoin billboard or Bitcoin's an inflation billboard, they both go hand in hand to teach people what could happen to money left in currency. All right. Okay. All right. Bento on base. So we got all the base stuff going on. Money. All right. And thank you for the super chats. We appreciate that. I want to make sure I'm still live, right? Does the 21-day SMA and the 50 cross indicate a good entry on ascending triangle or a bull flag? It can. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. Ever sold the crypto too early, Sam? It's easy to kick yourself for it. How would you view the mistake? I sold the coin too early a couple months ago. You have to tell yourself, you have to close your eyes and say, I'm a beautiful being of God. I was made here for all these beautiful experiences. I've had so many since I sold that coin, and I've been able to breathe many a day that many people haven't, man. The fact that you get to come to this stream and talk about the fact that you sold the coin early means you're a blessed individual. Like, you have the opportunity to have more opportunity in this life. And you are the opportunity, not that coin. So just think about that. Like, there's another coin that come your way that's probably going to do better for you. You may look back and realize selling that coin was the greatest thing that ever happened to you. Let life take its course, man, and really, really realize that you don't know exactly why everything happens, but just put your faith in it, I just lost $400 from AVAX yesterday. I was short and greedy, and my emotions were playing with me. Friday afternoon's not a great time to trade altcoins, in my humble opinion. But you do whatever makes you happy, right? I'm not a financial advisor, but just days of the week, you want to look at days of the week. You want to look at liquidity. You don't want to be racing after days where the liquidity isn't that amazing. I'm just saying, all right? All right. I will never tell you where to put a stop loss. You know what I mean? I'm not here to teach you how to, you got to figure that stuff out yourself, everybody. I don't want to hand and spoon feed you out here. In my trading group, I'll give you my exact ideas where exactly I'm putting a stop loss. I will do that. But that's me in my trading group. Aerodrome's interesting to me, and I'm telling you right now, it has some hidden bullish divergence. It suffered the storm of Bitcoin, and people just really wanted to buy more. I could see this thing going to 339 on my radar. I'm watching Aerodrome like a hawk. I own it. I've been in it. I like what I'm doing. I like where it's at. We got in 30, sub 40 cents. Some people even earlier in the trading group. So I really like what I'm seeing for Aerodrome. It's on my radar. It's hot. Target is 339. And again, Bitcoin has to play ball, right? If Bitcoin takes a tankerino. But so far, so good for Bitcoin. We'll see how we stand here after the halving. A lot of people get consumed with the halving. I knew the halving was really nothing to pay attention to. Like, it was fun. No, it's a huge experience. But it wasn't like, oh my gosh, we're going to pump on the halving. You know what I mean? We all knew that there was going to be some type of pullback or some, or sideways price action. Just, it wasn't going to be just this absolute explosion. That's just not what happens for Bitcoin on the halving, right? So we all knew that, like the OGs. And so far, it's doing exactly what I thought it would do, right? So I like that. I'm cool with it. And again, I'm all about 65.5. I want to see Bitcoin get about 65.5. I showed you. I want to see the 4-hour get pinned. I want to see the 8-hour do damage. I want to see the 1-hour pump tonight. And so far, you know, from what I've been telling you, you're even slightly in the green from our entry. All right. And this is, look, I show you here. The target would take me to 69,581. The stop would be below this point of control. And I'm also using the 200 SMA as my barrier for stop. So if once we stay above it, which is likely, we won't go below it again. So I like that. It is a Saturday night. So you could easily just, you know, they could easily come for liquidity either way. And if we hit resistance here and you don't see us get back above this in the next, I'd say 4 to 5 hours, maybe even, it's likely we just go sideways and then slump further to the downside. So I'd like to see this follow through. You're also front running a golden cross or just on the really on the time with the golden crosses. We're getting a golden cross as we speak. The 4-hour isn't in our favor though, and we're out at a resistance. So I'm getting some mixed signals, but that's why this idea here works so well. Usually when you get above the 200, it looks like it's time to short. Like, you know how many people are going to short this 4-hour time frame? And that could create a lot of liquidity for us. Also, this curving up 200 SMA, whenever you see that here, you likely dump. Look, shoulder, head, shoulder, dump. That looks dumpy. That's a rounded top. Rounded tops break to the downside, right? That looks like you're going to drop. You lost this high volume node. You're going to drop down to the point of control. So I see it the other way with a move to the upside. I just flipped the charts upside down to give you kind of a mind twist there, a mind bend to kind of show you what I'm seeing. So I'm bullish on Bitcoin tonight. That's going to be it. I got packing to do and things to do. I love each and every one of you. Apologize for the insanity with the audio. I'll be back tomorrow with better audio, better timing. Everything's going to be on point. But thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate it. I am going to sign out for the night. And shout out to the $186 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely amazing. Blessings on blessings for each and every one of you for being here. And let me look at the chat one more time to thank everyone that came through on the live. It was my first halving. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah. Get some rest, sir. Shout out to everybody. Have a good night. Yep. Bought more AERO, buying more base memes. My man. Thanks, Sammy. Nice one, man. Got to get my money back. Just be careful, man. Good night, friend. Shout out to Master Friend in the house. We love you. We appreciate you, man. Much love, brother. Shout out to OMNI. Thank you so much for answering your phone today, man, and helping me out. I really appreciate that, too. I'm going to get that thing up and running. It looks pretty sweet, honestly. Like, it does a lot at once and adds all these sound effects and does a lot of cool stuff. So, looks like Dubai dried up, Sammy. Stay liquid. Stay blessed. Amen. Yeah, fine. My wife said that. She's like, it's the hottest place in the world. That rain will disappear in a day. You know what I mean? And it did. Just, it's the desert, man. It evaporated like what? You know? But, I mean, it was scary for them for a while. Crypto Wendy went viral at the Daily Beast. It was pretty awesome. So, it was good for crypto over and all because it put more... It let people know what happened to crypto. It made a worldwide idea. And then people said, why is everyone there? Oh, they're there for the Bitcoin conference, Token 2049. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Champions never need to apologize for what your legacy is. God bless you, man. I love you all. Everyone have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. Kick it. I love y'all. Kick it with your family. Have a good night. And I'll see you later. I'll show you BOOKMAP one more time before I jump on out of here. So we do have a little more liquidity up here, but the biggest bar does say we go back to 63,000. But look, 66,006. So actually, I misspoke. The biggest red closest liquidity zone is 66,600. I would love us to close a weekly candle above 65.5. That's all I want. That's all I want. That's all I desire, actually, to happen, right? And so, bang. Oh, sorry. Yeah. As I'm seeing it, you guys are like, yeah, we can't see it. Lifer. So, you see this big red bar here, 66,600. That's interesting to me. And I'm eyeing that for liquidity grab. So I'd be careful shorting that zone. You may get squeezed. Again, all you need is the 200. If we lose it, maybe you make this short on the 1 hour. If you stay above it, we're going to continue to pump. So it tells me to stay bullish right now and not bearish. So I'm leaning bullish. My call's bullish. You said it. I showed you. So if we dump tomorrow, I'm wrong, right? But I'm also not wrong because I know if we lose that 200, which could happen in the next 20 minutes, then it's not the short. But I know exactly what the probabilities are and how to play them. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Everyone have a great night. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you tomorrow morning for another beautiful live stream. May God bless you all. Thank you so much. Stay blessed.